Stay. Just got off of work. Got some overtime today. That was awesome. But what's not awesome is these storms that I told y'all about the last video yesterday or whatever. Are actually coming in. And I did nothing that I was supposed to do yesterday. So now I'm headed to the barn right now, feeding the horses. It is approximately 4. Still have to get the boat ready, and the boat is a mess. Completely a mess. But I gotta get it ready, take out all the turkey hunting stuff, get it ready for all the limb lines. I actually made a new little modification for the limb lines, and I'm actually excited about that. I found it in the house when we bought it, and I went ahead, like, yeah, you'll see. I've really gotta hurry up. See clouds coming in? That's why we shouldn't procrastinate, even though sometimes procrastination actually does become a success. And that's what I'm gonna do today. I said doo-doo. Going to need these. Chupacabra. So number one on my list is actually taking care of the pig pen, because they don't have a really good, I guess, structure for storms. It was good for the chicks, it's not good for the pigs. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that first. Second, I need to get the wood off the porch. And third, do the temporary goat fencing area, which is not a big deal if I don't get to it today. So I did get some tools that I needed today for the pig pen, and this is basically what I got. 2 wheels, some rope, thingamajigs, thingamabob, bolts, some washers, and some nuts. I said nuts. I'm not gonna bore y'all with my work.
Oh my God, Dad.
More, probably about, take the 8-foot piece, cut it in half, and we'll put it right there. And then we'll give them the block from
Are you doing it on both sides?
No, just one side. Just one side to block them from the storms and everything. Because initially I wanted it facing this way, going back and forth up and down the property, but they're having problems with shade and heat, which, I mean, they're 7 weeks old and they seem to be having a grand old time right now, but of course it's not summer either.
And they're not...
But if we have to, we'll throw an extra whatever board right there, and we'll make the roof part farther. It's not like the pigs are going to care. They just care about eating.
Well, when we move it and stuff, it's not going to be high enough to where they can't, like, get underneath it.
No.
Okay.
No.
They would have shade throughout the whole day. If we did, so say that we put a little piece over here.
So we can actually save the weight and just face it to where it's...
Right, to where, since our storms come from this way, we literally
so we won't even have to add the extra one.
No, and we just put it...
We won't have to.
Well, the only reason
you want it, okay,
so that we cover, if we cover this side like that, and we do it to the other side as well, that means this whole part, no matter which way the sun is, they will have shade the whole time just under this area. And all of that can be their sunlight.
Alright, now I don't know if the wheels are going to be strong enough, because it's going to have to be a wheel on that side and a wheel on that side if we're going to do it like that.
Guess we're going to find out.
Well, that's not that super important. I mean, we can get that.
But we also have the wood that's in the back of the truck too.
So the wife and I talked about it, and we agreed that's what we're going to do. Ooh! What are y'all doing? Where's the rest of y'all? So it's just gonna be, what, y'all got your own little clique? Huh? So we're gonna go ahead, take another sheet, cut it in half, and put it on each side of the pig pen. That way it kind of blocks them on each side, then they'll have a roof, and then they'll have a back wall, and it gives them more protection. We're actually, I mean, we're not as concerned about storms as we are about the sun. The sun's a little bit more brutal. Oh, the sun's going down very fast, or clouds are covering it up, one under two. But we got the roof, got the sides, and of course we took off that plywood and we went ahead and put on tin roof back. So now they got enough shelter, enough shade, they should be fine. Now the position on how we're gonna have it on the property, that's to come. What I'm actually gonna do is go ahead on one side of the tin right here, I'm gonna put a wheel, and on the other side I'm gonna put a wheel and turn it to where the wall will be that way, because the sun wants to come up from this side and fall down that way. So it'll actually give the pigs a little bit more shade. We're just not as worried about storms as much. They can handle that part. The idea that I have is to go ahead and put wheel. I think these are 8-inch steel wheels. They don't need air. They're very strong wheels. Put them on each side. Then I'm gonna have the rope mechanism being pulled by these eye bolts. I guess I'll be looped in there with these thingamajigs. So they'll be able to unhook it, put it in the house and everything, because eventually we're gonna have our broilers out here and we're gonna use the same idea. So I don't want to sit there and waste money on a bunch of rope and a bunch of, you know, doohickeys. I'd rather just make one set like a dog leash, and then they could go out there, I could go out there, the kids could go out there and go ahead, hook it up on the eye bolts, lift up and move the tractors around. Which, by the way, I know I kept on calling it pen and a system and all that. They're actually called tractors. It started out with chicken tractors. So we'll have chicken tractors, pig tractors, goat tractors. We're gonna use tractors. That way we can have them focus on a certain area of the whatever we want them to eat on. All right, so we got our wheels, we got a bolt, our washers, our nuts, our eye bolts. Now what we got to do is actually go ahead and find a drill bit big enough, but not too big, to be able to put the wheel in, and it looks like we found our match right here. But yes, our idea is going to go this, that, like that, and bolt nut. So then 2x4 will be on the inside of this washer right here. Now I can't tie it on too tight because then it will bind up. So I'm still actually trying to figure out a system or a method of not binding up the wheels, but not costing a lot of money as well. I actually had to go ahead and put the camera up because I was running out of sunlight. So every shot that I wanted to take, it's a V6. Every shot angle I wanted to take, I did not get the right amount of light. So I just put the camera up, went ahead, finished up the project. But this is what I come up with. There's still more perfecting that I can do with it, but right now the idea is working. All right, so I went ahead, got the pig tractor. It's on wheels now. And it's got a pull rope. Now I can move the tractor wherever I want it to go. Like I said, it still has some more perfecting to do. Like right now it'll be only me and the wife that can move it. The wheels need to be extended out a little bit more, that way they turn a little bit better, but that's just a simple like $2 fix. So projects, ideas, takes time to perfect. That's all I'm gonna be able to do before the sun goes down. Well, besides I gotta go ahead and move this wood into a non-rainy location. It'd be fine if it was like being rained on once or twice, but it's supposed to rain for like 5-6 days straight. So I'm gonna go ahead, end it here today, and get this wrapped up.
I will invite you to my house, and you can have 2 cakes too. Oh boy, she said.
Jose! You on camera, do your thing, boy. One of these days, he's gonna do it.